I did this with this box. If you want to see the great items that's in this box, in the Tribe Beauty Box, which is all female brands, female-owned CEO, and fabulous makeup, then stay tuned. And please forgive me that my video is going to be about 33 minutes long, because you know I yak too much. Our family. Hello everyone, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today. It's been a great day. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because my husband took me to my favorite place to have lunch, which is Mary Brown's Fried Chicken. Then he took me to the Newfoundland store so I can get some fat back pork. And now we're gonna do a try on with the Tribe Beauty Box. I love the subscription because you know why? This is an all-female owned company. All the items inside this box is female owned. Female CEO. We are sisters. Let us roar. Let us support. Which is awesome. This box is $34.99 USA. Shipping to the US is $4.99. Shipping to Canada is $6.99. If you live in the greater Toronto area and don't want to pay for shipping, you can pick up your box downtown Toronto at Tribe headquarters. What else do I want to tell you about this box? This box goes to Europe and Australia. Shipping is $15. For the rest of the world, it is $17. It is every 2 months. And they have a prepay plan. That is a tongue twister for me. That is so awesome. Every 2 months. You know, inside this box, you are always going to get 5 full-size items to make up a full face. I'm going to tell you, you can get face, eyes, something for your face, your eye, your skin, your lip, and a tool. It's always going to be over $100 USA in value. You can cancel or skip anytime. And it's usually like trendy and indie brands, smaller female-owned brands, big female-owned brands. But the main point is that it's female and it's supporting our sisters all across the world, which we love. We love. I'm a Tribe sister. I am a Tribe sister. I did get this box in PR, free to review. But I'm very, 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 very happy to be a Tribe sister. I love what it stands for. I love the company. And I think the owner is wonderful. She really reaches out. She speaks to her subscribers. She asks questions. You know, like, what do you like? Do you like this? Do you like that? What do you think about this? You know, people can talk to her and tell her their issues. And I just think it's wonderful. It's a really good hands-on company. Really well run. If you ever have any questions, go to email Tribe. They'll get back to you. Their customer service is great. I also want to say, for those of you who are already subscribed to Tribe and you get a chance to choose any item if they have a choice, don't resubscribe. I know on the Tribe Facebook page they have how to do it, because in this box there was 2 eyeshadow palettes and you got to choose, which is awesome. That you get to choose which eyeshadow palette you want. You're not going to stuck with the colors that you don't want, right? I think that's fabulous. But if you are already subscribed to Tribe, don't go in and re-sign up, because you will get charged again, because it's like you're a new subscriber. Either go on the Tribe Beauty page or Facebook page and find out there, or send them an email and ask them how you get to choose, the eyeshadow palette or whatever they have coming up with choices that you want. And we are going to unbox this box, but I forgot to curl my eyelashes. So we're going to do that right now. Woohoo. Okay, we're getting into the box. I'm going bowling tonight. If I didn't say I'm in Toronto, yay Leafs, go Leafs. Let's hope, right? One can only hope. It's Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, the first thing in this box, FYI, it doesn't come with a card because they're really trying to help the world and recycle. So if you're missing your card, check your email. It should be there about the prices. First thing I'm pulling out is this baby right here. And where are we? Right, I'm trying to find the price, which I had written down here somewhere. This is the Marabella Primer. It is $28. I know it's supposed to help reduce your pores. It's very silky, very creamy. It looks like this. like I said, it is full size because you do get 5 full-size items in the box. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice and creamy and smooth. I like this. I do have a mirror here, but I'm going to pick up my little dollar store mirror in a minute. Very nice. Oh, my skin feels so beautiful right now. So that is the Marabella. The next thing in this box I'm going to pull out, which I should have pulled out first, is this beauty. And this is the Suva Artesian. I probably said that wrong, but welcome to my channel. That's what I do. I say things wrong all the time. That's who I am. Eyeshadow palette, and you could have chose between this one or the saffron palette, and the saffron palette is gorgeous too, but I already have it, but I did not have this one. And I'm like, baby girl, like, give me this, baby. Give me this puppy. Let me put it all over my face. Oh my God, it is stunning. And I believe the retail price of this is $40. But if you happen to get the saffron palette in your tribe box, or if you're signing up and you can't decide, you can buy it. You can say, hey, I want the artesian palette and buy the saffron for 20 bucks, or get the saffron palette and then you can buy this one for, I think it's 25. I can't pick out my writing. It's either 25 or 28, but I think it's 25. Anyway, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. We're going to swatch it in a minute. It comes with 2 blushes, highlighters, and then your eyeshadow shades. This is gorgeous. Also in this box, we have the Wonder Beauty lipstick. And this is like, it's cream, so it's like a lip liner on this side. Or you can just put that all over your lips because it is cream. And then it's like this part here is the lipstick. And I got it in the shade. What shade are you, boo-boo? On the mauve. On the mauve? Mauve? Pretty. Very, very nice. That's 28 bucks. Then we have this here, and this is the No Mo Stash. Now what this is, it's waxing strips for all over your face. It's double-sided, 12 hypoallergenic waxing strips. It is double-sided, so you can get 24 out of it. And I believe it's got some aloe in here as well after you're done the waxing. This is $12. And did you know that the owner of this company was on Shark Tank? And I believe the 2 ladies made a deal with her. So I know that my friend Roxanne, when she seen that I posted the spoiler on my page that this was coming in this month's box, she did not hesitate. She grabbed this box so fast, canceled another one, and went, I gotta have this because these are great. Put them in your pocket, take it everywhere, they're awesome. Okay, then we have, so this is the 5th item because you're supposed to get 5 items in your box, and we got some beautiful eyelashes. These are $14.99. And remember, these prices are in US dollars. The value of the box is always over 100 bucks. So this is a really good box. These are the pretty lashes. It didn't come with glue. I am going to try to put on lashes. Now, I don't know how to put on lashes. I really don't. I struggle with it. But, you know, if this video is, you know, not over 30 minutes, I'll try to put on these lashes. And the last thing in this box, and this is what I love about Tribe, you know, because usually it's 5 full-size items, but they always put a little special thing in here, you know. This is a little mini brush cleaner. You got a little thing here. You can pick it up in your hand, pick up your brush. I love this little item. Put some soap on, and bam, way to go. I don't know what the value, I think is that I had seen another video because I was trying to find the value of this. And a lady said it was about $3 US. I don't know if that's the true price of it. I don't know. I would think it's probably a little bit more than that. But isn't that cute? I love this. Love it, love it. I got to hide it from Madison because you know what Madison's like. She'll go steal it. That's my 9-year-old daughter to anyone watching. Okay, so I do the waxing, but I just put on primer. So, yeah. That's probably not going to happen right now. But if I had a thought about it, I wouldn't have put on primer, and I would have showed you what it was like to, you know, do your waxing and pull off your skin, and we could have all had a laugh watching that. That would have been fun, right? For you anyway. I wonder, you know, when you go and get your mustache or your eyebrows waxed, I wonder how I would do that, to wax my eyebrows. I don't know if I should do the waxing of the eyebrows because I'm not that brilliant. Yeah, because I can see me just taking off my whole entire eyebrow, but like for my mustache, and I have a lot of peach fuzz here and here, I can use it for that. Okay, we're going in with my foundation. I think I'm going to use my little sample because there ain't no shame in getting samples from Sephora, honey. No shame at all, you know. And I'm going to use my little sample of Smashbox. I believe I'm getting ready. We're going to bowling. I have my weekly bowling tonight. Woohoo. I can't bowl, like seriously. I'm not a bowler. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional makeup artist, anybody. Just a girl who likes makeup, just like you. And I love this box. I love what it stands for. All right. And you know what is so awesome too with this box? Like I said, you know, you get to choose. Like if they have more than one eyeshadow palette, you get to choose which one you want instead of your box comes in the mail and it's, you know, a color that you don't like, right? And that is quite the bummer. Like, hey, you have a profile, you know, I'm sure I got my colors ticked off, but yet you're sending me colors that I don't wear. That's what I like about Tribe is that they don't do that. They ask you. And I think that's pretty darn cool. Okay. So I'm just going in with my little Smashbox here. I like this, just an FYI, I really like the new Smashbox foundation. And I know Tati said on her video that you might not like it if you have dry skin, but I have dry skin. And I find that if you really, you know, moisturize your skin good enough and put on a nice hydrating primer, which I found that primer to be hydrating, then this can work for you. Like if I were to put on no hydrating primer and not really moisturize my skin, then I don't know how well this foundation would work. But if you do all of that and you have dry skin, it should work for you unless it's like really, really dry. But as always, I suggest if you're going to go and try a new foundation, get a sample first. And I know that's difficult for people who live like, you know, out of town, like out of the city where there's no Sephora, and I don't know if you can go to Shoppers. I guess some people have said you can go to Shoppers Drug Mart and ask for a sample. I just don't know if they'll let you take it home. Like they might put it there on your face and stuff, but will they let you take a sample home from Shoppers? I don't know about that. But look, see? Beautiful. It's full coverage. Right. There we go. See, you know that red-faced girl that you seen a minute ago? She's gone now. She's gone, everybody. Okay, what are we going to do next? You know what I want to do? I want to put on this lip. So what was the shade again? On the mauve. On the mauve. On the mauve. I can't say it. Mauve? So this is a little pinky on my lips. With a little bit of a purplish tint, it looks like. And you're all probably going to hear my daughter singing in the background. She's practicing. And, okay. I have the weirdest shaped lips, let me tell you. They're so weird. Right. I love how easy it is to apply that, though. Love that. And it's very nice and creamy and silky. This is a cute little thing. You know what? I like this. Let's see. Let's just... Right. There goes my daughter singing. Hold on one second. We'll be right back. I'm okay with this color. Well, yeah, I'm back. I had to go tell my daughter to not sing until I'm done my video. Oh my God. Yeah, I heard it. I'm loving this color. And I'm really surprised because I would never have bought this color for myself. But I kind of like it. Because you know what, I usually go towards browns, right? And I would never have picked up this color for myself ever. But I like this color. I am blown away right now that I really like this color, and I like this lipstick. It was so easy to apply. Okay, what are we doing? All right, we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna put on my little crackers. I just lost my beauty blender down on the floor. I'm gonna put on a little bit of my Ipsy bronzer, just to bronzen up that little part of my skin. And I like my cream Ipsy bronzer because, like I said, I have peach fuzz. And sometimes I find if I put on too much product, like too much powder product, that you can really see it on my face, and, you know, it can make my face look kind of cakey. So, and I'm old too, you know. My face is not as smooth as it was when I was in the 20s. But I like it. Wow, I'm so surprised about the color of this lipstick. I would have never picked it out for myself, ever. Okay, so we have two blushes. We have Attitude, which I already know is right up my alley. So this one here is Attitude, and this one here is Imaginative. And guys, my swatches are not all that, let me tell you. Imaginative and, oh, Aptitude. It's not even called Attitude, it's called Aptitude. Okay, and we have two highlighters. So this one here is Experience. And you know what I like about this eyeshadow palette as well? You can pretty much use everything in this palette for eyeshadow. So this one is Experience, and this one is Composition. And like, these would look gorgeous on your eyes as well. And you can even, if you wanted to, use the blushes as a transition shade, which is fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple swatches of the eyeshadow because I am at 16 minutes and you know I talk too much. So this is Perspective. That is pretty. Again, my swatches are terrible. I'm not a swatch person. This is Technique. Oh, I like that color. This is Skill right here. So those are mattes. And we're just going to do three, maybe four of the shimmers because I'm seeing this one inspired. Now, this is a glitter. And Lord have mercy, I don't know how to put on a glitter. I do have a glitter glue, but that's a glitter. That's very pretty. This is Innovation. I wish I knew how to put on a glitter. That is gorgeous too. This is Influential. Look at that. Oh, I love that color. And this is Expressive. Look at that. These are buttery. Holy cow, these are good. Well, we only got two more left, so I might as well swatch it, right? Then we have Analysis. And that's like a nudie pinky shade. And we have Artistry. And this is a nice little purple again, a light purple. And it's a matte. Okay, what are we going to do? Oh, I wish I could. I'm very surprised. You know, usually when I put glitter on, it's all over the place. And that stood in the same spot. That's really good. Because usually when I do something with glitter, it's all over the place. And now it's just on my arm because I've been pushing it all over my arm. Okay, we're just going to go. We're just going to go in with the Balm eyeshadow primer that I got in my last try box in August. I love this stuff. I don't think I've used anything different unless I couldn't find it somewhere because, you know, maybe Miss Madison was in here playing with my stuff. But if this is what I've been using ever since I got this in my August box. I love this. And I know at certain times, I don't know if it's open now, but I know at certain times you can buy on Tribe website some of the stuff that's been in their boxes. Like I said, I don't know if, you know, if there's anything on there right now. I should have checked that before I made this video. But if you're curious, you know, go check out Tribe website. I will leave my link down below. You do get, I believe it's 10% off. Love this primer. This primer is everything. And I also found out, because I got a mess made of this primer. Look at the mess I got made of it. that you can buy this in a tube as well. I did see it at Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't know if it was like $11.99 or $12.99. So when I'm gone through this one, which I can't see me having this up until Christmas because I figure I'll probably have that all used by Christmas. And I could have used a brush, but I started with my finger, and I've continued using it with my finger. I could have went in with a brush. I probably would have had more left that way. All right, I'm going to take my, what are you brush? I think this is a crown brush that I got in a Tribe box before, actually. And, oh, before I do that, we're going to go in with that blush called Aptitude. There is a little bit of fallout on the blush. And, oh, I like this color. Oh, I love that color. Look at that. Ooh. There is a little bit of fallout, or kickback, I should say. But the color is gorgeous. Look at that. I'm getting all dressed up to go to bowling. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Oh my, and you only need a little tiny bit too. And of course you can build it up if you want to. But oh wow, I love this color. It's a nice, to me, that's like a nice fall color. This blush. Has anyone seen the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes out? Oh my God. I want all three of them. I do. But I really want to go and look at them first. Because sometimes you don't know. When you see a picture of an eyeshadow palette, you don't know, right? But I want to do that. And I'm going to put on Experience, that highlighter. I'm just going to put a little bit right here around. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Like, look at the glow. I like this. I like an eyeshadow palette that's got like blush and a highlight, you know, and eyeshadow all in one. Like, it's so perfect to travel with and stuff. You just need to bring the one palette. Look at the glow on that. Wow, a little bit there on my nose. Right here. Look. I'm going to bowling all decked up. Yes, I am. Right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go in with the blush Aptitude. I just probably called it Attitude again, didn't I? The blush is called Aptitude. And I'm going to use that as a transition color right here on my eyes. Check that out. See? I love these kinds of palettes. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. And that's the blush, everybody. That is the Aptitude blush. And I'm putting it on my eyes. Very nice. I feel like MacGyver. I feel like MacGyver. Oh, did you know that there are millions of different languages in the world? There are many kinds of languages in the world, but a smile speaks them all. So, y'all gonna want to remember that statement. There are many different languages in the world, but a smile speaks them all. Because on my live, the Tuesday before, the Tuesday before the last Tuesday of the month, or the Wednesday before, sorry, not the Tuesday. Oh my God, I'm getting y'all messed up now. The Wednesday before, and I'm going to put it here anyways, but on the live, the Wednesday before the last Tuesday of the month, I'm going to ask you what that statement was. And the first person who tells me gets to win the October giveaway. So the statement is, there are many different languages in the world, but a smile speaks them all. And you know, I think that's like makeup. You know what I mean? Like if you're walking down the street, anywhere in the world, and that's the great thing about this box, you know, worldwide, right? If I'm walking down the street, say, and I'm way across the sea, you know, and I see a girl and let's say there's something that says tribe on it. I'd be like, I'd smile and be going, hey, I'm Tribe's sister. You know what I mean? Makeup is universal. You know? I'm sure if you're somewhere and you don't speak the language and somebody's got a beautiful lipstick on or their eyeshadow is gorgeous, I would just point at their eyes and be like, love it. You know, do a heart, right? So even though they say, you know, about the smile speaking all the languages, makeup does the same thing. You know, you can make friends with anyone around the world over makeup. Like my YouTube channel. I have sisters now from all over the world because of makeup. It brought, you know, so many people together. Now I'm going in with the shade called Technique. There's a little bit of kick out or kick back, but there's no fallout, which is awesome. And I'm just putting that on the outer corner of my lid. You know, sometimes when you plan an eyeshadow look, it doesn't come out the way you've seen it in your head. But then sometimes when you go in with no plan, it freaking looks amazing. Right? So look at that. That is stunning. All right, I just want to take my brush here and just kind of like blend that out a bit. Just go around the rough edges. Let's blend you out. It's almost Friday, everybody. Aren't you excited? Look. Beautiful. I feel like a movie star. Now I'm going to go in with, what shade am I going to do? I think I'm going to take the shimmer called Innovation on my finger and put that right here, like in the middle of my lid. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. Okay. Right. I'm just going to put that in the middle of my lid. How pretty is that? Now, everyone, if you're new to my channel, please remember that I don't edit my videos. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to cut it off and, you know, stop my rambling and stuff like that. And the only thing I've figured out how to do is put little pictures or a comment down there and add 2 videos together. So I figured out how to do that, but I haven't figured out how to edit. Now I'm going to go in with the highlight Experience again, and I just want to put that at my inner corner. What do you think? I think that is so pretty. Wow. Okay. My fingers. I always end up getting the shimmer down here all the time on my, and it's because of my fingers. It's not because of this eyeshadow palette, because there's no fallout, which is awesome. I'm looking for a brush just to kind of pat this one. Kind of blend that in right here and go in with the highlight on the other side of the brush and just pack it on a little bit more. This is such a pretty eyeshadow palette. And then you have the purples too, which, you know, I like purples. I think my next look I'm going to use the purples, I think. I'm going to go back in with the Technique, and I just want to darken up that edge there just a little bit. So pretty. And then I'm going to take what's left on my brush from Technique and just run it along my lower lash line. Just a little bit. I don't want it too thick. Oh, see, this, the reason why I don't do this very often is because I get it in my eyes. I'm not a pro at this part. Let's like blend that in there a little bit better with a clean brush. Very pretty. It looks so pretty. All right, I'm just going to go in with some mascara. I think I'm going to go with my Tarte Lift It actually today because my man-eater is pretty much all dried up. And we can't get that here in Canada. The Tarte Man-Eater Mascara, which I've said that on 1,000 videos already. So, I can't wait for Ulta to get here. Oh my God. Has anyone heard when it's coming? When is Ulta really coming to Canada? Like, I know we've, read articles saying it was coming in 2020, but I want to know, like, when in 2020, next December 2020, when is it coming? That's what I want to know. And I also want to know where. Where is Ulta going? I believe I had heard someone say that the first store was going to be here in Toronto, which, woohoo, come on, bring it, right? Sephora definitely needs some competition. But we need to find out exactly when. Because I know there are some women who said, oh, they're holding out on buying anything because they're waiting for when Ulta comes. And I'm like, well, we don't know when that is yet. But ladies, I will say, if you're looking to try new makeup, what's trendy, want to support all females, this is a great box. And that's what subscription boxes are for too, like to try new brands and to get it at a great value. I mean, I definitely know that a lot of people I know cannot afford to like walk into a store and buy these 5 items all at once. We couldn't afford to do that. So that's the good thing about subscription boxes. And sometimes it takes you out of your comfort zone. Like this lipstick, I would have never thought ever to ever try this shade. But it looks nice. I like it. All right. So everyone, right. This is my Tribe Beauty Box look. We are, well over 30 minutes, so I'm not going to bother with the eyelashes because I don't want this video to go on any longer. And I don't really know how to put on eyelashes, but I will practice. What do you think? I love this box. I love the makeup. I mean, I felt like MacGyver. I used the blush for eyeshadow, the highlighter for eyeshadow. Perfect, right? $34.99 USD. If you're in Canada, it's $6.99 shipping. US is $4.99. And it's worldwide. And I have a link down below. You can save some money. I will see you Wednesday. Don't forget, my live will be 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Love you.